Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you everything I've gone through to make my bioactive enclosures for my Brazilian rainbow boas. It's taken so long because I've just been waiting for stuff constantly, but they are now finally done, so I can finally release this video, which is great. So yeah, I'm just going to literally run you through everything I do from the very start, so going from like the drainage layer all the way through to all the plants that I use, all the isopods, everything like that, all the lighting, and everything basically. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, like and subscribe as normal, really appreciate it. Anyway, see you at the end of the video. To begin with, we want to be making sure that all of the outside is completely sealed, so using like the aquarium grade sealant will do the job perfectly. For those of you who are interested, the silicone stuff I'm using, sealant, is the HA6 marine grade. It's like a clear one. That's the best one to go for. You can get that on like Amazon. So once you're happy with it all being sealed and you've siliconed all the edges, all up the corners, everything like that. I haven't done the front of mine yet, so I still need to do this side of it. You'll then be wanting to add pond liner if you're doing bioactive, because obviously it needs to be able to hold water at the bottom for plants and things like that. Right, so that's it. That's the pond liner done. It's in place. The only thing I will say is don't buy cheap stuff for the cheapest place you can find. Go to like a pond shop and actually get some proper thick. It's like a rubber type stuff. Don't cheap out on it. It's not worth it. So this is now siliconed all the way around it, so it's completely sealed. I've also done around the edges. Sorry, there's a really bad light there. Yeah, it's all done around the edges. And now it is time for the drainage layer. I'm going to be using the BioLife stuff, slightly smaller balls than normal. I'm not going for a massively deep. Obviously, it's not a very tall tank or full width, so I am just going for a shallow amount, probably about a centimetre or maybe 2 centimetres, and then the rest will be all the substrate for the plants and everything like that. The other thing I forgot to mention, make sure the sealant has completely dried, because that needs quite a while to cure. It's meant to be like 24 hours or something, so I won't even be doing the drainage stuff today. So yeah, make sure that's definitely dry first and then proceed with it. Just a quick useful tip, definitely recommend putting on all of your electrics, so all of your lights, all your like heat lamps, heater guards, everything like that. Do it before you put the top on the tanks. Makes it so much easier, because trying to work inside it is an absolute pain in the arse. So definitely do it from the outside and then put the lid back on once it's all done. Just want to quickly go through all of the stuff that I'll be using for this. So because it's not the deepest, it's not the tallest tank, I'm using all of the white python stuff. So they are generally much shorter. You've got like the ultra slim ceramic heater with the specific, it's like an exclusive guard that's made for it, as well as the lamp holder itself, which is white python as well. And then because it's obviously going to be bioactive, I'm going to be using a full spectrum, I think it's what is it, Jungle Dawn, 51 watt Jungle Dawn LED light, so that'll be for the plants. It's the biggest one they do. I think it's the biggest one they do. Definitely wasn't the cheapest one they do. Yes, that'll be great. For the UVB, just a regular UVB bulb. Obviously, depending on what you're keeping will depend on the percentage of UV that you need. And then to go around that, I've also got the lamp guard for it. Most people don't usually bother with this sort of stuff, but being snakes that do like to climb, it's probably best. I don't want them getting burnt or smashing the light or anything like that. So it's just, yeah, definitely worth getting a guard from. And that's also the biggest, no, it's not the biggest one they do actually, but it's the right size for this tank. So. I've also got a second one to do as well, but I'm not going to bother doing that one yet. I haven't got everything that I need, so that one can wait. Right, so here it is with the lid on. that's still curing, so I'm not going to bother doing anything yet. But you've got the light and you've got the hot end. You can see why I've decided to go for the slimmer heaters, because as I said before, the tank isn't the tallest tank in the world. And all the substrate's going to come up to roughly where the black pond liner is, so it doesn't leave much room for it. So that's why I went for the slimmer model. Yeah, it's come together nicely. Alright, so now both tanks, both Vivs are at the same stage. Both been sealed, both got the pond liner in them, which has also been sealed in place. Now we're going to be going on to the drainage layer. So with this stuff, you want to make sure that you get rid of all the dusty stuff that's built up in there. The way you're going to want to clean it is just by adding water, moving it around, things like that, because it will release all the dust particles and everything. So just remove it. All of the electrics are now on and working. Everything's fixed in place. Built the cabinet up and everything. Fixed everything where it needs to go. All good. Everything behind as well has been done neatly. Kind of neatly. Right, so next we need to do the hydro matting stuff on top of this, so it looks keeps the different substrates apart. So we'll do that now. Didn't expect that. I was just opening up a delivery of a few more little plants just to put in with those. And yeah, nice. Get that in the box with them. Not pretty useless, but I think that's a false widow. But I could be wrong. Pretty cool though. Yeah, lovely. The hydro matting that I'm going with is from Swell Reptiles, just the 1 metre by 1.5, and I'll cut it to size. Have it all cut the corners out so it sits in there nicely, and then silicone it all in place as well, so it does keep them separate. I always find that the snakes try and go below it, so well, it's just annoying. So I'm gonna do that now. So hydro mat is now in, ready for the substrate. It's all siliconed in as well. I made a terrible mess, but it worked. You won't see it once it's got all the substrate in there. So that's it for the plants for now. We'll let these ones take root. Still got a few others that I plan on. I've got loads. I've got loads of umbrella plants and stuff, waiting for them to root. But they'll go in eventually. The other one is actually already done, so that's already been sorted. There's one in there, lovely snake in there. Yeah, so that's done. Now to make it bioactive, obviously you need some sort of cleanup crew. And I'll be going with springtails and a few different types, well, a couple of types of isopods. But yeah, let's go and grab those. This is my little colony of Montenegro isopods. They're really cool. So these will be going in. All doing really well. There's loads in there. A lot more than I thought. Yeah, I've had these growing out for quite some time. Slowly producing more and more. Yeah, I'll grab those and put those in. So as I've just planted all of these plants, I will give them all a quick spray, so I'm going to spray down the whole enclosure. The current hide that's in there, the dome sort of shape, they were cheap and they do the job, so I'm going to use those for a little while. Forgot to mention, I also got hold of some new sliding glass because the old ones that were with it were all like scratched up because the people used to own tortoises that had these before. So obviously they were really scratched up at the front. I mean, you can see on the top one, I haven't replaced that one yet. Camera doesn't really pick it up, but that is really badly scratched. So yeah, I'm just going to replace them. It worked out about £10 each, brand new ones. Alright, so there you have it. That's it. Oops. Looks alright. So yeah, it'll be nice once all the plants take and everything starts growing. It'll look really cool. Especially the devil's ivy. That stuff comes out amazing. I just realised you wouldn't even notice that there's actually glass on there. It's so clear compared to the other one. But alright, it's got some humidity, but yeah, I'm happy with how that glass came. Just gonna wait for it to get up to temperature now, and then we'll go and grab one of the snakes to put in there. Alright, she's currently in, well, just about going into the shed, so she's probably not in the best of moods. But let's see what she thinks. Oh no, she doesn't want to go in at all. Where are you going? Oh, and she's gone. I'll do an update on this setup and everything and all the plants probably in about a month or so, once everything starts growing properly. So that's pretty much everything. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, as I said at the start, like and subscribe. It means a lot to me, so that's great. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it.